Which do you think is the film that really established or cemented you as an actor? Do you think it's Bareilly Ki Barfi or Mimi?
See, Bareilly Ki Barfi was too soon. I don't think I had the craft back then. I mean, I'm still learning, I say that, because I feel like you can always grow and get better.
Yeah.
But Bareilly Ki Barfi was that first film where people noticed me and said, oh, she can act.
Right.
So it was that first, breaking of a barrier. Or, before that I had done Dilwale, I had done Heropanti.
Yeah.
And Rapta, I think, it had not released when I was shooting. So a lot of people kind of put you in a box very soon and say, acha, she's a glamorous girl. She's an urban looking girl.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to get something like Bareilly Ki Barfi, where I sort of play this small town girl coming from Bareilly, which not a lot of people could imagine me do, and not be, glamorous in the way I was, and I loved it. I loved the less hair makeup time. I loved the wearing pajamas and sweaters, not being bothered about how I'm looking, and purely performing and acting.
Right.
First time I took a dialect on, so that was fun. So I feel like people sort of noticed me in that for my acting. And then I feel Mimi sort of took it a step further, where it kind of slightly cemented it into a more serious actor and talent zone. I feel like that kind of woke a lot of people up to, oh, she can do a lot more.
Okay.
And I feel like also for the first time I kind of got that much to show. I always say, जितना घड़ा है उतना ही भर सकते हैं.
Yeah.
अगर इतना सा घड़ा है तो मैं इतना ही डाल पाऊंगी मैं उस रोल में और कुछ.
You can't really.
I can't really do more than what it gives me.
Yeah.
And I think Mimi sort of gave me a lot to do.
Right.
And it was the first time I was sort of headlining, a film and sort of, carrying it on my shoulders. It had a range, of the character from being this vulnerable, naive, girl who kind of talks to Ranveer Singh's posters and says, I'm coming and I'm going to act and मैं सबकी band बजा दूंगी, to becoming the surrogate mother, to, sort of maturing in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And where the film ends. So I feel like that was the first time I kind of, something inside me opened up.
Right.
And I realized that I could do more. And yeah.
Now, the director Lakshman Otekar, the scene where you give birth, he told you that in a lot of movies, the women just scream 3-4 times and then the baby is born.
Yeah.
And you said that he actually wanted the viewers to feel the pain of the delivery, the childbirth. That's very true, because in most movies you see a sweaty face and somebody saying push, and then the woman cries and next
the baby
is born.
Yeah.
The doctor's holding it up or the midwife is holding it up.
And sometimes it goes into a comical zone.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Take me through this acting process of actually trying to convince the viewer about the pain that you're going through.
The funny bit is that I genuinely don't know the pain.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced
That's
it.
exactly why.
So
yeah.
for me, I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? Because I don't want to just fake it. It has to feel real. And he was he was like, I want every man to sort of look at their wife and be like, oh my God, you did this.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of videos.
Okay.
A lot of not very pleasant ones and really intense ones, real videos, a lot on YouTube. He used to send me stuff to watch to kind of get a vibe of it. I did ask my mother, how is it like, what do you feel? Like, how painful is it? And she said, I felt like I'm going to die on that bed. And I was like, okay, that's not helping, but okay. So I feel like in the moment when we were there, I just kind of had seen enough to have an idea of what a woman could be possibly going through. Mm-hmm. And then the rest kind of becomes about being in the moment for me as an actor. And I remember Lakshman sir was throughout there, and he was guiding, and he kind of like told me at the end that when you do the final push, I want you to like, where you're screaming, and now imagine it actually coming out. So it's like a slightly bigger, final jerk that happens. And that really helped. But I think we were just in the moment. He had like 2 cameras going on in different angles, moving to have the energy of the pain and the chaos.
Right.
And he's been a DOP before, so I feel like he always looks at it from, also a cameraman's lens. So when it happened, it just happened.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he shot it the way he did. There was a lot more footage than what we showed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.